Good evening, everybody. Would like to call the Plan Commission to order on November 27th, 2023. May I have a call to order, please? And then roll call.
Earl Carpenter,
Present.
Amanda Coates,
Here.
Josh Fletcher, Tina King,
Present.
Jeff Martin, Jerry McDermott,
Present.
Brant Moore,
Here.
Jeff Peters, Susan Ralston,
Here.
Steve White, Nick Sutton, and Austin Boudreau.
Present.
Confirmation of quorum. I apologize. I was not prepared for this. There's no minutes to go through. Any old business that we know of? I guess we'll move on to new business.
Okay. One and only new business for this evening for the special meeting today, November 27th, is for Grandstand Plaza, located in the 1500 block of North Wayne Street. The project name, pardon me here. Project name is JK Property Investments, rezone. Again, application type is looking for a rezone. Applicant and owner is JK Property Investments LLC, Ken Wilson. Location is in the 1500 block of North Wayne Street. Current zoning and overlay district is small to medium general commercial, zoned C1. And their proposed zoning is C2, medium to large general commercial district. Current use is vacant. Hearing date is November 27th, today's date. Legal notices appeared in the Herald Republican on November 17th. 12 property owners within 300 feet of the project were sent certificate of mailing on November 13th. In July 1997, Grandstand Plaza was established via a survey near the intersection of North Wayne Street, State Road 127, and Bickland Drive, and consists of 1.837 acres in the southeast corner. The survey includes descriptions for the Grandstand Plaza as a whole and provides 4 additional outlining both existing buildings that are split in half. Over the course of 3 decades, 5 different parcels have exchanged hands, all beginning with James Ingledew. The Grandstand Plaza, with the parcel number provided, is known for incorporating parcel 1 as seen on the image on the screen as Domino's Pizza and Big B Coffee. Parcel 2 is vacant, but it was the old printing place. And parcel 3, which is vacant, the old Homestead Carpet. And parcel 4, which is the Eberhard and Weimer Attorneys at Law office. In March of 2003, Grandstand Plaza changed names from Mr. Ingledew to the Grandstand Plaza Property Owners Association, to which the petitioner is listed as one of the registered directors. Slowly over the years, JK Property Investments LLC has acquired parcels 1 through 3, of which the petitioner is the registered agent. Parcel 4 was purchased in February of 2011 by Bill Eberhard, which is WEWE LLC. Today, Thunder Lakes desires to move their gun sales into city limits of Angola and sought vacant storefront of parcel 3 as a prospective location. The property is currently zoned C1 and does not include gun sales as a permitted use, which falls under type 6 retail special handling. Staff recommended to the applicant to rezone C2 medium to large general commercial district the parcel to accommodate the present uses. C2 zoning is commonly seen along major corridors such as 127 and US Highway 20. For example, the Angola Square Country Fair Shopping Center to the west embraces this zoning. Next, I would like to reflect on some applicable zoning code and provisions as outlined in blue. As the printout shows, or teal on the screen, you'll see the current uses highlighted, such as coffee shop, office, general services, restaurant with drive-up window, and then type 3 retail medium intensity. Next, highlighted in green, will show the special exception for the type 6 retail special handling for commercial special exception use. Next, I'd like to reflect on contextual zoning and land use. To the north, you have McDonald's, Arby's, Village Green Apartments, and other commercial properties. To the east, Village Green Apartments and agricultural and institutional properties. To the south, Sophia's Kitchen, Campbell and Feder Bank, and other commercial properties. And to the west, you have Rural King, a dental office, restaurants, and other businesses within Angola Square. Next is just a series of images, as most of you are familiar with the location of Grandstand Plaza. First is northwest corner looking southeast over Grandstand Plaza. Next is from North Wayne Street looking at Domino's and the drive-up ordering menu for Bigby. And lastly is the furthest east building on the Grandstand Plaza, which incorporates parcel 3 and 4. The comprehensive plan is reflected in Principle 5 to promote economic vibrancy, Objective 5.7, increase efforts to attract and retain businesses. And the future land use shows this area as general commercial with high density residential to the east. To this date, there's been no public input as a result of the notices being sent. And in conclusion, staff is supportive of the request. The rezoning of this property would allow for a broader range of permitted uses in this multi-tenant to attract new businesses and create more opportunities for residents and visitors. Furthermore, the rezoning positively reflects Principle 5 of the comprehensive plan to both attract and retain businesses that call Angola home. And finally, the comprehensive land use map supports the request. It should be noted that a public hearing for the commercial special exception type 6 retail special handling for parcel 3 will appear in front of the BZA board following the special meeting. Any questions for staff?
Good question. So is the rezoning that we're looking at just, I guess I'm looking at your 1 through 4 number parcels, just parcel 3, or are we looking at the entire property being rezoned to C2?
It is going to be the entire property, all 5 parcels that were listed above that. Here at the top paragraph, parcel 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then Grandstand Plaza is the 5th parcel number. The petitioner is, like I stated, is the director of the Grandstand. He owns 1, 2, and 3, and the owners of 4, Bill Eberhard, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, spoke with him and he jumped on board because it accommodates his business and use as well. And also the petitioner spoke to him. So that's all one umbrella for this rezone is all. This, yep.
We're looking at retail here primarily.
Correct. Yep.
For 3.
They'd also be combined into, we're not combining any lots.
Not combining any lots.
Giving consideration to what might go into number 3. It stated possibly a gun shop.
Correct. Thunder Lakes is wanting to relocate from out by the 4-H park to this facility.
Is there any special zoning for a gun shop other than what we're looking at?
This for special zoning for gun shop sales is only permitted in high impact and a special exception in C2. And I believe I2 or I1, one of the industrial zonings, it's a special exception.
So across the street where Rural King is zoned high impact?
No, for example, for gun sales, Rural King across the street, that whole strip mall is zone C2 and they have gun sales. Dunham's and Walmart zone C2 and they provide gun sales as well, but have obtained the special exception.
At the purpose, oh, sorry.
I don't say several years ago, we had a gun shop dealer right here in town, which is located right here on West Maumee, just beyond the then and now shop. I don't know what happened to him, ran out of business, but we did have one here several years ago. And at this point, I see no objection to location down here.
So this is just for the rezone.
Correct.
Petition for the actual business will be after this.
Correct. That'll be presented to the BCA. This is just for recommendation to council for a rezone from C1 to C2.
Do you have a list anywhere, and maybe you have it, but of what's allowed in C2 that's not allowed in C1? Like we're going to a higher intensity, what are we allowing? I guess I'm looking at parcel 2 that's vacant. What are we opening and allowing to go in there that?
Sure.
Right now?
All these above were the blue highlight and the teal. This will show you everything commercial that would be allowed in a C2 zoning. By right permitted. So it goes up to type 4 retail. Basically for commercial numbers 1 through 48.
And are all those allowed in C1 or not?
I believe some of the types.
I can answer.
Okay.
So C1 is meant to be more neighborhood commercial. C2 is your higher intensity commercial. So what you'll see is if the intensity increases, it's permitted in C2. So without having the list right in front of me, like type 3 maybe, but type 4 is not in C1 of the retail, the drive up windows. Those sorts of things are not permitted in C1, but are permitted in C2, but they're very similar districts in that sense. But that was, when you look at the intent on that first page, C1 is meant for a smaller scale or less intense, more near neighborhoods, where C2 is like a North Wayne, and honestly, where this location is, I think C2 is much more appropriate for the district.
Thank you.
Now I ask if anybody wants to speak on behalf. Okay. So is there a petitioner that would like to speak on behalf of the project? If so, please stand and state your name and address, please.
Ian Garner, 319 Pokagon Trail, Angola, Indiana, 46703. I'm just getting up just to make kind of some general comments for KK Properties. I think Brett has stated everything is fair for what we're looking to do in rezoning the entire development, and appreciate you guys taking the special meeting.
Any comments from the panel?
So are there actual findings of fact to read or not for this one, right? It's just
Not
a
for
vote on
rezone,
favorable.
yep, just for motion to move for recommendation or not to city council.
I think it makes sense to resume the C2.
Are you making a motion?
Right with it.
Okay.
A second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And those opposed? Motion carried. Is there anything else on the agenda?
Nope, not for this special meeting.
Okay.
There will be, I guess, since you're all here, there will be a December 11th Plan Commission meeting. So far, just one, let's close the day, so just one agenda item for that December meeting.
Good possibility I will not be here for that meeting.
I will not be here for that.
May I have a motion to adjourn?
I make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Meeting adjourned.
Second. First, second.
Oh, come on. That wasn't. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Oh, thank you very much.